Oh my. Legit thought I would upload a talent show video before I upload a CSGO related one, but as you know, I love Counter-Strike. It's my second first-person shooter I've ever played, and well, you probably don't care about me rambling on how I got into it, but how you can continue moving forward after this insane update. So, if you're an investor, casual, competitive, or someone new, I'll tell you my thoughts and what most likely would happen for the future of CS2. First, for the people who don't even play the game or barely starting to and have no care for skins, you're not gonna get affected in any way. But if someone who plans to buy a knife after this update should worry, no, you shouldn't. This should actually help you because the knife and gloves market is crashing. And not like, oh, it's $50 or $100 cheaper, let me buy. No, it's deadass crashing hard as fuck. My knife that could sell for $1,000 if I'm lucky is now being sold for $200 if I'm lucky. And that's not just for knives. Gloves as well, because of the new update. Now you may ask yourself, what is the update? What's so bad or good about it? And why is everyone freaking out? I'll get into that, chill. So on October 22nd, Counter-Strike 2 released an update where you're able to trade up your covert skins. Meaning, if you have some skins laying around in your inventory that you don't use that are red, you can get a knife or gloves. This came out of nowhere, with no warning. And unless some employee in Valve released some insider info to buy red skins before the update, everyone who recently bought or invested in knives or gloves just got fucked in the ass. So the community isn't happy about that, specifically the skins community. Now I'll explain how you can get the most out of the situation. Sell your red skins and open cases. Alright, I'm partially joking, but covert skins have skyrocketed in price. Some red skins that were worth $2 to $3 are now worth $40 to $50. So if you have any, do sell them. Now, if you just have a knife or gloves, pray you like the game because unfortunately, the value of knives and gloves have dropped like crazy and will never reach the value they were once before. Okay, that's a bit of exaggeration. Though knives will of course be cheaper and go back to 2016 prices and will rise when new players come. Anyways, now for investors, you took a pretty big hit because about 70% of your collection's value just dropped. And honestly, you really can't do anything about it. So the best anyone can do in this situation is wait, or buy overpriced red skins hoping it will skyrocket again, or buy cheap knives hoping their value will increase to what it was once before. So my thoughts on this update and why it happened. It is of course Valve resetting the market and to also get more money, but to finally let the casual player afford some skins. As you know, knives aren't cheap. Even the cheapest one can run you about 80 bucks. And recently the prices have been going up since last year. This can be healthy, as you know, as it's not organic but manipulation in the market. If prices keep increasing, it's inflation, but with no dips, it's unstable, and the overvaluing of skins, which for the casual player need to spend even more than what investors or rich people have already been gaining since 2020. And yes, it sucks for the player who bought a knife before the update, but a huge win for the large amount of casual players in the community. Now, this is what I would do next. I would buy some cheap covert skins and discontinued cases, and also hold my knife and gloves. But why red skins if the prices are increasing? Why cases that never drop? And why not sell my skin combo? Well, it's only going to go up from here, as red skins never held that much value until this update, and there's a 0.64% chance for one to drop, so a lot of red skins will soon be traded up for knives, causing the supply to drop and demand increase because knives of course are the best item even after this update. And why are cases that are discontinued? Well, as trade-ups are known for, they trade up a skin, but depending on what you get is from the collection the skins you are trading up are from. That still applies to knives, meaning finishes on knives that are from rare cases cost more since again rarity and supply. Even after the flood of knives that are coming, knives that are from cases that barely drop are still going to be expensive. Why do you think after this update, insert knife is still going to be selling for this much? And lastly, why keep my knife and gloves? Well, because I play the game and I know this drop in value will not stay forever. The value of my items will probably never be the way it was, but if I sell now, the potential value of my knife and gloves will be forever gone. This update, of course, is to give Valve more money, but to also drive more players into its skin community, causing casual players to not spend as much now, but will spend a lot much later. Because not everyone is gonna open a knife or buy one. Though if you open enough cases, you could trade up for one. Now, what does this mean for the CS community as a whole? As you know, a part of the community is the skins community, which takes up a pretty good chunk of it. Personally, I think a good amount of investors or traders will leave the community, as this may seem like a betrayal from Valve because ever since skins were released, you were never able to trade up to a knife for almost 13 years. But again, you know, this is just a game, and the developers are the one in control, not the players. So, if you like this little rant, my thoughts and stuff, please like and subscribe, comment, and I don't know. I kind of enjoyed ranting a little bit, so yeah. For the people who also are waiting for the talent show video, yeah, you guys might have to wait for a little while because you know, like I'm a bit busy. You know, I got a bunch of stuff